Crowd goes wild. So I'm going to be cleansing them and doing my live chat all at the same time. Yes, I am. Because, you have to multitask. Hey, Black Blood. How are you, my beautiful sister? Gotta have it. I really need it tonight. Hi, Christine L. Hi, Spiritual Dreams. Hello, hello. But yes, so we're going to be cleansing supplies and chatting all at the same time tonight because I have a lot of supplies to clean. So, cheers to that. Hi, DMA. I really needed that drink. I'm sorry, but girlfriend don't get to sleep anymore. So I had to get some new turtle shells for tonight's protection spell. Cleansing things is always fun. Yes. Look at this beautiful little guy. Isn't he cute? Look. Aww. Time for cleansing. So I put him in the bowl. First things first. Oh, thank you. Always on point. Okay. Before I do that, I want this to go in there. Get in there, smoke. Oh yeah, there we go. It's coming right through the top, see? We need that. Okay, so then I put it in my... I am fantastic. How are you, Divine Spirit? Ooh. I'm gonna go in the house tonight. Hey, Gray. And I am going to... Oh yeah, that's working good. There's that one. I'll put this one in there. Ooh-wee. We're smoking it up in the shop tonight. Okay. Watch. Try not to drop it. It's really heavy. It's like I'm cooking. I'm on a cooking show. Hello, brothers and sisters. Woohoo! Alright, next. Same thing. All she has right now are those great big ones. And I had the big ones last time and I wasn't crazy about them. I mean, they're cool, but it's like you could fit a whole freaking family in there. Hi, Nicole. Did you go shopping? Yeah, well, yeah, kind of here and there. I went out to the teepees and got some crystals and some more turtle shells because I'm out of them. So yeah, that is what I did. So now I have to cleanse them and get them ready for tonight. Who knew that the protection spell that Billy O, that I'm really glad, and I'm glad to hear how successful it is. Well, of course it is. If it came from him, Of course it is successful. All right, relight it. So what have you guys been doing today? let's see. We drove up to the mountain and dropped off the camper so that we would have our spot. I'm so excited for tonight's work. I'm ecstatic. Cleaning up your shop. Nice. I'm excited about tonight's work too. Super excited. I love it. I love to do the protection spell. Then I get to evoke Belial. Not much. I've been extremely irritable for no reason. Well, sweetie, if you're evolving, then it makes you grumpy. Because it's uncomfortable. You're being stretched. It's completely normal. It's a good thing. Think of it like that. I get grumpy too when I go through that. Whenever you feel like you're being stretched and you're just like, pieces of amethyst I could find that are in chunk form like this for my mirror. I'm going to be working on that this week. Well, it's Friday. This weekend. Oh, hello. Thank you. Okay. Bunch of little tiny ones. Get them all in there. I pick these out. I hand pick them because they're flat on the backs, you know. Spiritual dreams, we completely understand and know how you feel. Yes, we do. That is for sure. Whew. All right. Oh, this one's really pretty. Look. Isn't that pretty? And it's nice and flat. I like that. So when I put it on the mirror, it will be perfect. Perfect. All right. Oh, and I also got some flat clear quartz. I have a bunch of clear quartz, but I didn't have a lot of little tiny flat ones. All those in there, and now we will just smoke it up. Let him sit in the smoke for a little while. Hi, Linda. How are you? Linda. Let me check. Is it yours? Oh yeah. Your booster is not doing so good. I'm gonna have to redo it. It's not looking good. It's been a rough week. Oh, come on. It can't be that bad. So, when I went to the store, they had, yeah, it was bad. I had to redo it. I have to do it again. They had Belial's favorite candles in, and they told me they couldn't get them anymore. And I got it, and they had them. And so I bought all of them that they had. I just was like, well, I have to have them all. Because these are his favorite right here. Evoking is physically painful. Oh, evolving is physically painful. But it will pass. Spiritual dreams. Just take good care of yourself and be as comfortable as possible. Yeah, put your sweats on. Have a margarita. That always helps. Or a nice big glass of ice water and a couple of Tylenol. That's what I do. And sleep. Well, I don't get to sleep. It makes your teeth hurt. Oh my gosh. So the other night, I was working with Lucifer. I was with Lucifer. And when I got up, I had been grinding my teeth from the and I don't usually do that. So they were like numb from the grinding because and I knew I was working with him because my mouth felt like I had a mouthful of copper. Do you see them? Yeah. Well, they have a bunch of different forms. So you you have to kind of know their energy and not always go by how they come to you, because they're shapeshifters. They can come to you however they want, just for fun. And so when you're working with them, it's better to understand and know how their vibrations feel and know the signs, and so that when they do come, you'll always know who it is. Can we see the candle again, please? He likes these. This one is mango salsa, I think. The last one I got him was pumpkin or something. But he loves these candles. And look at the beautiful gold lid. Isn't that pretty? And so, you know, they're really nice. Very nice candles. Yeah. What did the booster do? I'm not telling you. It's top secret. I'm sorry. Just kidding. Yeah, I'll go get it in a minute when I'm done cleansing, and I'll show you. I've been avoiding it over there. But 2 of them are doing good, and then 2 of them did really bad, and I'm going to have to redo them. So, but yours is like a divorce booster, right? Is that correct? Yeah. And I think I did it like on a Wednesday, so maybe it's my fault. It's very possible. You guys, and please do not judge my fingernails. I have not had time to go sit at the nail salon and get my nails done. I just haven't had time. And then tomorrow I have to take my grandson Grim to lunch and give him his birthday present. No judging. It's another one. They're so beautiful. And then they had these, and these are gorgeous. They really are. And I only got 2 of them. But look at how big they are. And so you could put the tea lights in there, or you could put a bigger one in there, or you could put a crystal ball in there. And you could turn it this way. If you have an even bigger candle, you could turn it this way. Isn't that pretty? I'm happy I bought the correct scent. It looks pretty. That looks pretty. It's really nice. It's really nice. It's heavy. And this part right here this is glass. So I guess I don't know. I think it's covered, but inside of it is glass. So then Ekate wanted these, and these are her favorite candles, and I cannot find them anymore. These are the only size that they had, and they're cranberry. They're the cranberry. I think I might have one left in her altar drawer, but I looked at these and I was like, these aren't good enough for her, and I put them back, and then I was walking around and I looked down and they were in my cart, and I was like, well, okay then. I guess that means you want those. So here they are. Here's another one. Walmart by me has those, the cranberry candles. Yeah, she really, they used to have them all the time, and so I used them for everything because she loved them. So I did all my spells with them. If I had known that they were going to stop selling them, I wouldn't have used them like so for everything. And then, of course, I got my apples for my love spell tonight. Is that it? Is that all I got? That's it. So we'll cleanse the apples. I gotta get all of this stuff cleansed. There's a lot of cleansing going on. Ooh. Okay, go away. Okay, so crystals are good. Put them on this side. Over here, over here. There's a lot of possession going on this week. It's kind of crazy. Because, you know, when that happens, you don't get to sleep much. And, my family has been complaining about me not sleeping. Light! Yep. Make strawberry blue. Does she like strawberry blue? Let me see. We have a bunch of candles that smell like strawberries. Probably. Oh, is it? Dang it. Alright, does that say my style? When I used to have, I think one of my YouTube or one of my Instagrams, it's called Melissa Style. Mystic. Okay. The cranberry ones are probably seasonal. I know, huh? Probably. Well, if they come back this Christmas, then I'm going to buy them all. Because she really likes them. And I really like to make her happy. So, whatever I could do to make her happy, I will do. Yeah, she has some beautiful... So I put her plant outside today to get some sun because it was starting to look kind of dying. And then a big storm came through and blew it over and smashed it all to hell. So I got her some roses to make up for it. I know. It's like, dang it. So I got her roses. She has red ones and orange ones. And Lucifer got new roses, and Belial has orange. They had bright orange roses. And so I was like, oh, gotta get those. And they look quite beautiful over there on his altar. Yes, they do. Hey, Black Blood, do you get my text messages when I do it with my other phone? All right. I don't want to put the candles in there because I don't want them to get all dirty. So I'm going to do the candles like this. Just run the sage, run it over the top of the sage, you know? I really don't want to put the glass in there and... It's really smoky. Oh my gosh, since we had such a big winter, there are so many fucking bugs. It's disgusting. Yeah, I do not get away with doing those little yellow candles anymore, you guys. So if you guys are doing those for Belial, let me tell you, he does not like them. So he might allow it for a little while, but oh yeah, we have tons of mosquitoes. Like for 15 minutes before I came out here, I was in the dog room killing mosquitoes because I hate it when they bite my dogs and then my dogs have all the little bumps. That makes me sad. I'm just like, oh, I don't like that. So I kill them. I kill them dead. I'm going to put her, we're going to cleanse her candles too. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I know somebody had to put these in there. Touched them with their grubby paws. I'm so nice, huh? Alright. Ooh, they smell good. Oh, am I doing the ghost box? Of course I am. Did you guys watch that show from last night? That was so awesome. I gotta tell you, that was one of my favorite shows because they literally kicked my beanbag over, and then he said that he was here to assist me. After he was not happy about it, but it was still made me happy. Oh wait, let me see. What did you send me? Oh, you got peaches? You're so funny. What's this one? Oh, all right. Quit playing around and get the ghost radio on. Oh my gosh, my battery's almost dead. Hold on. I'm sitting on the charger. Oh, you think that will help? Yeah, it was freaking awesome. It was so awesome. And then the flames and everything, and yeah, it was just really, really cool. Oh, peaches and mango, yeah. The ones that I always get them are mango and cranberry, but it smells pretty good. Now it stinks like sage, but okay, this needs to go away. We're done with this. Put this in here. There we go. Let's put the whole pack of candles in there and set it over here because that's a lot of smoke. All right, Linda, hang on a second. Let me go get the thing. Hi. The candle. Hello. Really? That was uncool of me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that if I did that. Yeah. No. Oh yeah, this has that. Very strange. Oh yeah. And right here, it broke. The glasses broke. Oh yeah. Yep, the glass broke all the way around. If you could see it, but I could probably take it off. Yeah, so it broke and Are you angry? All right, I'm gonna put that there. So yeah, this is not good. This does not make me happy. No. Anger ahead. All right. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to redo that, and I have to redo that one too, and it's not good either. Anyways, but I can't redo this one until after I receive payment for it. What does it mean? It means it's bad. It's not good. Redo it. It means there's something in the way and it has to be redone. Keep doing it. And then this was the come home. You come home and it does not look good either. But it didn't break. So this one's not as bad as that one. That one is bad. This one's not that bad, but it's not that good. There's a lot of blockages that will have to be fixed. Do I have this? Let me see. Interesting. Oh, I know what this is. Okay. But yeah, so it's just, there's some blockages in there. That one has to be redone. And I'll redo it after I get payment for it. It's a bad spell. It's a lot of blockages going on there. It's not good. Then does it mean another spell to unblock it or just redo that spell itself? Oh no, I start from scratch. I get a whole new one and redo the whole thing. I don't do I don't redo the initial spell, but that's kind of what these are good for. Is they're good to see, like, if you get a good clean burn, then the spell's going good. There's no problems. You just got to be a little bit more patient. But if you do one of these and it's like that, then there's some shit in the way that needs to be dealt with, and that you have to keep doing it until you get a good clean burn. And then it just kind of unblocks it and gets everything out of the way so that the spell can be, successful. And so I know that's why a lot of my clients who are regulars like to get them for that reason, just so that they could see, like, if the spell is going to if there's problems, kind of like just to know where it's headed. It's a really good indicator of that. Squashed. I really like these. I want to put a crystal ball in it. Hi, Gus Fox. Divine Texture. Divine Spirit said hello. Okay. If it's not, oh yeah, I just answered that. Yeah, I mean, I know, I think, actually, I don't think I've ever, I don't really know. I don't, as far as, like, I don't think other witches do them. And, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to them, but I don't think they do. I've never heard of anyone else doing them or seen anyone else doing them. And I know that Akate's the one who told me to put the foil on there. And so I've just done them ever since. Cool, then tomorrow is curse night. Yeah, I would do it tomorrow. Yep. Tomorrow. Photograph. It'll give it a little break. She's just gonna sit here and soak in that nasty curse powder stuff that stinks. What's it called? Devil's dung. I have her sitting in that. I would show you, but I don't want to put her picture on there. But yeah, she's eating it. She doesn't look very happy. But it's been storming here today. It was fine. It was hot and clear. And then all of a sudden, it just started raining out of nowhere. Just like rain. So that was pretty fun. Afternoon showers. But anyway, so yeah, that's what those are all about. Those boosters, they're, well, booster unblockings. It's the same kind. It's the same thing, really. But they both do the same thing. But they're good to do, especially if, well, they're good to do. I like to do them for court cases. Like if I do a court case spell for you, and then your court case gets postponed for another month or something like that, and then right before you go into court, like 3 days before, you let me know, and then I put one on, and then that way it's burning while you're in court. And so I like to do that. And yeah, I like to do that for those. And I like to do them for things like that, or if you're doing a test or something, something that needs to be ongoing, because I don't put them out. They don't stop. Yeah, Belial's a badass with court. I always work with him on court stuff. Hey Blue, what is the difference between a dominating spell and a binding spell? Well, a binding spell, can it be done in one casting? Of course. A binding spell is when you bind them to something or from something, or you're binding them. You're either binding them, like you're binding them to a poppet, okay, and then you're going to do a dominating spell so that you can be in control of them. So that's like a separate spell. So when I bind them to the poppets, then Hecate gave me another spell to dominate them, and then I do like this spell over them, and I tell them what they're going to do and what they're not going to do, and you have to do it like a specific amount of time and things like that. And yeah, you're working their puppet. Or you could bind them, to you. Love binding spells are a big thing. I think everybody should be bound. And it doesn't, and just because someone is bound to you doesn't mean it's going to change their personality and change who they are. And a lot of people get that confused. If I bind someone to you, then they're gonna be with you. They're gonna think about you. They're never gonna be able to get over you. Even if they're with someone else. If they're with someone else, every time they have sex, they're gonna see your face pop in there. Even if it's just for, a few seconds. And so they're gonna see cars that look like your cars. They're gonna be at the grocery store and think they see you in everyone's face. Things like that. Your numbers are going to show up. Your favorite song's always going to be playing. All the little things that remind him of you will be everywhere he goes. And so, or vice versa. And so that's why I think it's important to bind people, because it keeps them focused and on you. But if they're shitheads, they're going to be shitheads. They're just going to be shitheads while they're thinking of you. And so that's kind of the deal. In this day and age, I think binding is so important. Well, yeah, and a lot of people are really into the whole social media and Heil, what? Wait. Did you say Kyle or Heil? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so water. Do you want some water? I'll go in the house and get you some. I don't have any water out here. Well, there's water in the flowers. There. So, yeah. I bind everybody. I'm all about it. And witches get so pissed off about that. Oh my gosh. They get really butthurt when you go around binding people together. Who do you think you are, Blue? I think I'm the one with the ability to bind them together. That's who. Why? Because it goes, then you're like fucking with free will and shit like that, and I don't give a fuck about that. If they're being bound and they don't like it, then they should do a spell to unbind themselves if they can. There we go. But if I bind them, they can't. Only I can unbind them because I'm primal. So they can't unbind them. They'll have to figure it out and be like, "Well, you bound me. I know it was you." I'm waiting for that day. For a while last year, I think I was like doing a shit ton of curse removals, and I was like, "Oh, I just know it's here. It's coming. It's got to be the reason that I'm doing all these curse removal. It's because somebody's red hair. Nope, it's blue." But and it never came. It never happened. So I was like, whew. But what did you say? So only primal witches can unbind their clients. That's right. That's correct. Because when we bind them with the trident, with the power of the trident, the power of Hecate, Lucifer, and Belial. And it is written that only a primal witch who does the binding can do the unbinding. And usually, not always, I don't always put everybody in the book of Rophakal. But if I put your name in the book of Rophakal, then you're done. But if I just bind you, then you're not soul bound, but you're in this realm bound to that person. Unless I say for all eternity. Then you're probably going in the book. But like, okay. I feel like if you're married or not married, if you have a girlfriend and you have kids with her, and you have an obligation to be there for them and take care of them and this and that. And if you are out running around with other women and leaving your family at home and making them hurt, and they know where you are, they know that you're cheating, your ass is going to end up on my table, and you have no one to blame but yourself. Be a better person and you won't get cursed. It's, I don't know. I just think it's weird how these days everyone is cheating all the time and has no, like, not everyone, but you know what I mean. Like, it's like really common these days to sleep around with everyone. I mean, there's always been cheaters. I'm not saying that, but I just mean, like, it's more like really, and women are now will like put up with it. And when I was younger and someone cheated on me, then I would throw their ass out you're done. I would never allow it. But these days, they're trying to win them back and they got 3 other girlfriends. And I'm like, seriously, no. Can they request for you to write their name in the book? Yes. Or do you decide? They can request it and tell me why. Because if I have to write their name in the book of Rofakal, then I have to do an evocation of Lucifage, and then Lucifage gets Rofakal to open the book, and Lucifage Rofakal, it's kind of like, it's a thing, it's a ceremony, and I have to like evoke them in the name of Lucifer, and then there's like it's a whole thing. And so if I'm gonna do that, then there better be a reason, and nobody's gonna do it for no damn reason. It costs money to do that, and so why would anybody just for no reason pay this amount of money to go and have their asses put in the book of the damned for no reason? Nobody's going to do that. They're not. Don't play with people's emotions. Yeah. I sometimes want to bind my ex-husband to spike him, since I would never take him back, make him suffer. Haha. Yeah, cheaters are the worst. Growing up is a broken family is the worst. Yeah, it's really hard on kids. And, well, everybody goes through stuff, okay? But I think if you're in an unhappy situation like that, then you need to step up and be an adult and be like, look, I want to help you. I want to help provide for you and our children, our child or whatever. And then, but I'm not happy, and I'm out. But be an adult about it and let her know. Don't be like going home and then sneaking off and going out to the bars all night with your buddies so that you could play strippers and shit. No. It's the Book of the Damned. Yes, it's the Book of the Damned. But you write couples' names and bind them there? No. When I do a love binding spell, then I'm binding them together in love in this realm. And now that is not a soul tie. That's not a soul binding. It's just a physical binding. And it's just for like when you're here. When you die, you'll be released. It's not forever. You can be unbound when you die. And that doesn't mean that you'll always be with that person. You might still break up. But you always love that person no matter what because you're bound to them. Unless you do a soul tie cut. You know, you cut the soul ties. You could do that. I've done that for people. I've cut soul ties. Um, it's kind of hard. Like, um, yeah, many. When when you're so when you're when you're sleeping with people, when you're sleeping with different people, you're doing a soul tie with everybody you sleep with, if you know it or not. But you are, and then you have to break off of that. And sometimes people will be like, "Will you do a divorce spell for me? I want a divorce, and my husband's abusive, and I want a divorce spell." And I want him to divorce me and not beat the shit out of me for it. And so I've done a few of those, and those ones I sick Belial on them because, and I mean that with the most respect, to Belial, because he does not like that. He doesn't like it when guys beat on women and children or teenagers. And but anyways, so I will do that divorce spell with him. Yeah, it's hard. It can be, it's confusing, but it's a different kind of binding. It's, yeah, it's different. Love, by the way, I love boosters from you, Blue. Hi, Nicole. I know it means that you are boosting more energy into the spell and into the spell. It helps to remove any obstacles, yes. And it gives you a good reading, yes. And it's well worth it for your clients. It really is. I think that the boosters are like, okay, for example, I have one burning right now for a client who we did a divorce spell for her, and then there's finally movement in the divorce spell, and so we wanted to like give it a little push and keep it going, and so that's what the booster's for. And I think that's what this bad one was for. What happened with the bad one? Good, just there listening and learning. What about yourself? How are you? How are you, Kelly? Did you finish your book? But binding can be a lot of things, but dominating is a whole nother thing. Binding is just binding. You're binding their thoughts. You're binding, you know, how they feel a little bit. You know, they can't help it. They can't help but think about you. They can't help but want to be with you all the time. Every little thing will remind them of you. It's great. And then they'll like see you places, and it's just awesome. Dominating spells are, um, you well, for me, when I do dominating spells, and then, um, well, now I just send, visitors to go and make them do what I want, my familiars or guides that I have. I have entities that are here to assist me in my spells. And so when I dominate something, it's just ultimate. I think it's more of like a dominating is more, it's very similar to manifestation spells. Um, but yeah, you're just the boss, and you go to them. I put thoughts in their head. In the other realm, I'll meditate and I'll find them, and then I tell them what they're gonna do and what they're not gonna do. Dominating love spell. Well, well, when you write your petition, that's your, when you're out. That's normal. That's like everybody. Everyone does that in love spells. Every love spell is dominating. Just on how you write your petition. Hi, Rose. Do your entities ever come back and tell you how things are? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. It just depends. They're um they're not always very happy about having to do what I want them to do, because they're not human, and they don't have like those type of emotions, and so it's kind of different. You don't have to like be nice and have a relationship with them or anything. You're just like, hey, go do this. And sometimes I'll say, come back and tell me how it went, but usually I don't. Usually I just, because when I cast, I like to cast and forget it, because you don't want to hold on to it. You want to release it. You're releasing it. That's why they call it casting. So if you're casting and then you're holding on to it and you're thinking about it and you're like, I wonder what's happening, you're like bringing all that energy back to you. And so that's why I always tell my clients to not think about it. Don't think about that spell, just put it out of your mind. Go on about your day, keep doing the stuff you've been doing to help it manifest. Feed the energy by being progressive and meditating. If you can't stop thinking about it, you're obsessing over it because that's part of the spell, then you need to meditate, pull that energy out of you and then say their name and push it. If it's a different type of spell, if it's like a prosperity spell and you're still doing the same thing, then pull it out and make a ball and then say what you want to prosper in and then push it out into the universe. It's the same type of thing, just tweak it to alien. Who's an alien? Condemn. But yeah, so it just depends. And when I do like the poppet curses that I do, those are very dark. Those are very malefic, castings. Those are to the soul, to the core. They're forever. They're forever in that poppet. Well, until they die, and then they'll go to Belial, and then he'll decide what to do with them after that. So yeah, they're fucked pretty much, But my name's in that book. But I'm happy about it. And when I die, I get to go to Ekate. Would not want to be in their shoes. Nope. No, they're in big trouble. Yeah, they're fucked. But I got my gate built today for the temple, or the outside temple, the outside sacred space. So the poppet spell is stronger than The ant spell. Well, the ant spell isn't soul tying. It's not. It's just gonna fuck up their life. They can come out. It'll fuck up their life, for a while. For a while. Hey, Loop. Where have you been, young lady? What? Wait a second. I missed something. Yeah, and the poppet spell is soul binding. Like their soul is bound to Belial, and their name is in the Book of the Damned. And so when they die, they'll go to Belial and be judged by, I think they get judged by Lucifer, but yeah, because Lucifer's the judge, and so he's the one who weighs you out, and all that good stuff. Just chilling. Oh, thank you. You guys are so cute. Yay, amazing news. Loop, how are you? Just chilling. Where have you been? I was actually thinking about you earlier today, wondering where you've been. I was going to call you and bug you, but I didn't want to because I know you work, so. But how's it going? What are you doing with yourself these days, Missy? Anyways, so what do you guys want to do? You guys want to party? Just kidding. Just chilling. Oh, my thing is not scrolling. Oh, there we go. I had a dream and you were in it laughing out loud. That's been happening a lot lately. I'm just a busy little witch. Was I bad in the dream? Did I do bad things? Ikate to go be with her, and ultimate goal is like, yeah. So when we die, our guides that she has assigned to us take us directly to her, and then at that time they're dismissed, and then she takes over from there. Can you hear the storm? It's back. Yeah, I had to buy 2 things of bug spray today because the mosquitoes are so bad. It's crazy. Until I really can't wait to start on my mirror. I'm ready. I am ready to start on it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm probably gonna, well, I can't do it tomorrow. I gotta take Grim. Yeah, start that mirror. I'm ready. I'm gonna lay it down right there. Sunlight. I probably need some of that. I'm gonna lay it right there in front of Belial's altar because that's where my sacred space is, my circle. And you're supposed to do it in your circle, when you create it. And so I want to go for my 3 crowns of divinity. I wish there was a spell to make someone prioritize more important things. Well, there is. You could do a manipulation spell and put those thoughts in their head. You said I was blocked and that I needed to unblock myself, and then you push a candle shaped like a trident into me and hurted so much that when I woke up I felt uncomfortable. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, that's wild. And to go in front of my Father for judgment of the soul. Wow. That's an awesome dream. I gotta tell you, I think that, well, I don't know. DP's was the best, I think. That one's second. Yours is second. But DP had, I came to her in a dream and I had Lucifer, Belial, and Hecate with me. And they were standing around her bed and I was on top of her and I was holding her down and I told her to stop resisting. And then poured a bunch of stuff in her mouth. I don't know what it was, but I made her drink it and like it. So sometimes I'm not very nice in the astral planes, and yeah, that was crazy. I laughed my ass off. I was like, holy shit, that's funny. But usually it's just, visiting, but not always. Sometimes I yell at you if you're taking abuse. Like Kelly, I yelled at Kelly because she was taking abuse from something in the other realm. Do you visit your clients? Yeah. Mhm. I do sometimes. Yep. Not on purpose. I don't like if I go see somebody that's a client, then it's because Akates is sending me there. I don't ever do it like intentionally. I don't meditate and then go, I'm going to go see this person. But sometimes when I'm astro traveling, she'll pop me in somewhere, and then I have to deal with the situation. Um, but it's usually just to help people, and sometimes I cast for people in the other realms. Um, and I just do whatever she wants me to do for the most part. I don't usually get to decide where I'm going or what I'm doing, and I kind of like that. I mean, I have before. I can. Um, but I like it better when I just get to go and then I get to do whatever she wants me to do. Because that's way more fun, usually. Sometimes she'll have me go and can't say. Sometimes she'll have me go and help people who are being abused. That's like a big thing lately is she sends me to help people who are um, being abused, and then I just like step in like a boss, and I'm like, no. And they don't ever like come at me or come against me or anything because I'm always, more powerful than they are. Um, and so what I say goes, and they have to do what I say. So sometimes it's like hurrying, getting them away from there, and telling them they're not allowed to go back to that person and stuff like that. And then Sometimes I call Belial to come in and handle it. And then sometimes I just do it. Lately, I just do it. But I used to always call Belial to come and deal with their asses. But now I just do it. Yeah, men, I seem to just always bump into you. It seems right place at the right time in the astral realm. Yeah. Um, yeah, like I always say, guys, we're multi-dimensional people. My lights are doing this. Are you guys making the lights go bright and dim? It's so awesome. But anyways, you guys, spiritual dream, that's wicked awesome. It is wicked awesome. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. If you like to astro travel, then I would say practice going to different locations. Like before you go, pick a place that you want to go to. Start out not far from where you are, close to your current location. Because it's really difficult to be too far from your body at first. And then later you'll get used to like popping into different realms, and then it's not a big deal. But make sure if you're going to be doing that type of astral traveling that you have guards on your physical body. Because once you leave, you're empty shell just laying there, and you got to have guards. And so I know that when I do ceremonial things, rites and rituals, those types of things in the other realm with Hecate, Lucifer, and Belial, that I have very serious guards. Saffron's guards me then during those times. At least that's what I was told. Like, you know, for all of the primal witches, she does that for. Maybe I'll run into you next, Black Sands. I've only seen another brother and sister up in the realms, but not anyone else. Yeah, and a lot of times you're not even going to remember. Sometimes you do, though. Sometimes, especially if you get woke or brought back swiftly and suddenly, then you're going to remember, because you're going to be in that in-between state, and then it's like you get to look around, and you'll still be half there and here at the same time, and so you'll get to remember stuff. Well, at least that's what happens to me. But a lot of times I'm always traveling, and I know I remember having a whole thing going on, but then I can't remember what it was. And that kind of sucks. I would like to remember everything, but I already have a big enough problem with rather being there. I would rather be there than here. And so, in order to keep me grounded in this realm, I think that I'm not allowed to remember everything. But I still get to go. I still get to do things. I still get to do all my rites and rituals, and I get gifts, and I get, all kinds of things. Good night, sweetheart. And so, it's just a thing. Hecate likes me to try to, because I will walk through life like not all the way here and be half there and half here all the time, because I would rather be there and I don't want to leave there because that's home and this is not home. It is, but it's just a different kind of feeling. Like, you don't, I don't feel like I belong here. Like, I'm here for a reason, but is not my home. That's my home. And so it's kind of like always having that feeling. Why? Stop it. Drum. I don't have any drums. I have bowls. But anyways, you guys, I've been on for 1 hour and 11 minutes. And so I am going to get off of here, get all of this beautiful things cleaned up and put away, and get ready to start with tonight's spells. I had to get my temple books out. When I do the protection of the trident, I like to, hi Cindy, I like to do special prayers. I do some evocations with the gods and goddess for protection, and so I'm going to be doing that first, and then I'm going to go into a love spell, and then I'm done for the night. And so I love you all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And don't forget to watch my videos for the protection and the love spell tonight. Peace out.